the man who was saved. Keith Urban was a famous country music singer. For 19 years, he was married to Nicole Kidman, a movie star. Everyone said she saved his life. But in 2025, something changed. A boy with a guitar. Keith was born on October 26, 1967, in New Zealand. His parents fought a lot. Their house was small and noisy. When they argued, little Keith would hide in his room with his guitar. That guitar became his best friend. When he played music, he couldn't hear the fighting. Music made him feel safe and important. When Keith was young, his family moved to Australia. He played guitar everywhere, at fairs, in small bars, at competitions. At 14, he quit school to play music full-time. His mom said he was brave. His dad said he was stubborn. Music was the only thing that didn't hurt him. It was his safe place. Coming to Nashville. When Keith grew up, he moved to Nashville, Tennessee, the home of country music. He had no money. He slept in his car sometimes. He played in small, smoky bars. But he had a big dream. In 1999, he made an album called Golden Road. It became super popular. His song, Somebody Like You, played on every radio station. Suddenly, everyone knew his name. But Keith had a problem. He drank too much alcohol. The more famous he got, the more he drank. He was sad inside, even though he looked happy outside. Meeting Nicole. In 2005, Keith met Nicole Kidman at a party in Los Angeles. She was beautiful and calm. Keith said, "I felt like she really understood me." They fell in love fast. In June 2006, they got married in Sydney, Australia. It was a big, beautiful wedding. But 4 months later, Keith had to go to rehab, a special hospital for people who drink too much. Nicole visited him every day. She brought him books and told him everything would be okay. Keith got better. He stopped drinking. He told everyone, "Nicole saved my life." And he really meant it. The golden years. After rehab, Keith's music became even more popular. He made hit songs like You'll Think of Me and Blue Ain't Your Color. He won awards. He went on big tour. In every interview, he thanked Nicole. "She saved me," he would say. The world loved their story, the movie star who saved the singer. But something started to feel wrong. Keith felt like he always owed Nicole something. Every time he thanked her, he felt smaller. He wasn't just Keith anymore. He was the man Nicole saved. Things change. Nicole became even more famous, too. She won big awards and made movies all over the world. They were both very busy. They saw each other less and less. Keith still loved her, but something felt heavy. He felt like he had to be perfect all the time. He had to keep thanking her. He had to prove he was worth saving. In 2020, during COVID, everything stopped. No concerts, no tour, just quiet. For the first time in years, Keith had to sit still. And in that quiet, he realized something. He had forgotten who he was without Nicole. The line that changed everything. On September 30, 2025, Nicole filed for divorce. After 19 years, their marriage was ending. The next day, Keith was performing on stage. He sang his song The Fighter, a song about Nicole. But this time, he changed one line. The old line was, "Just stay, I'll fight for you." The new line was, "Sometimes the fight means letting go." People heard it and went crazy. Videos went viral. People on the internet got angry. They said Keith was ungrateful. They said he betrayed Nicole. But Keith didn't say anything. He just stayed quiet. Understanding. Weeks passed. Keith canceled his tour. He locked himself in his music studio and just played his guitar. Slowly, he started to understand something important. Nicole never asked him to keep thanking her forever. He had trapped himself with gratitude. Love isn't about owing someone. Love is about growing together. And sometimes, growing means going separate ways. Keith started writing new music, not to be famous, not to say sorry, just to understand his own feelings. A concert for second chances. Keith announced a small charity concert. The money would go to rehab centers and shelters, places that help people in trouble. That night, he sang The Fighter again, but this time he sang the original words. Just stay, I'll fight for you. People understood. He wasn't changing the past. He was honoring it. He was saying thank you one last time, but without feeling trapped. Moving forward. After the concert, Keith's life got quieter. He taught music to kids. He helped people in rehab. He played smaller shows. Nicole kept making movies in Australia. When reporters asked about Keith, she smiled and said, "He's doing good, that's enough." They didn't hate each other. They didn't get back together. They just understood. The real ending. Keith learned something important. You can love someone and still need to leave. You can be grateful for someone and still need to be free. Nicole saved Keith's life. That was real, but Keith also needed to save himself. Now, at 57 years old, Keith plays his guitar not